In the Minecraft justice system, gripes between players are considered especially autistic. The following cases take place on a dedicated realm shared by friends as a way to air out their grievances to the world. The cases are always petty, and the evidence is mostly fabricated. These are their stories. Making his way from the judges' chambers, all rise for the Honorable Judge Eric Octorok.
Bring forward the next case.
I'll go get it.
I got it.
Oh, you got
I
it?
got it.
Okay, okay.
Please, bailiff, whoever's acting volunteer bailiff, please bring forward the next case.
It's Luca.
There's 3 different
I'm
ones.
in literally the original senatorial robes. How am I undergrad? This is the OG. I'm also Return the Monk.
This is now.
I think
but your
Rocco's
monk is
skin
in the
might be
score.
my favorite.
I don't even know how someone made this.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It caters to everything I like.
Oh yeah, it really did. Well, that's how I found eyeball suit because we were doing court and I wanted a suit, so I was like, screw it, eyeball suit. Ah, thank you, Lord Dragon. All right,
Lord Dragon.
the next docket on the case. What is this?
I don't
Oh
know.
no, I just picked
Wait.
the first one I saw.
Judge, you have to tell us, man.
Well, it does. Okay, but it doesn't have a It doesn't have a name on it. It just says.
It's by
Oh.
Thok McBeefstew.
Okay. Thok McBeefstew writes.
Let me take the stand.
Yeah, Thok McBeefstew writes this book. Sorry, it didn't say it in the docket, which it's supposed to, but
No, sorry, I thought it said it like on the cover of the book.
my bad. Anyway, allowing temporary creative for the sole purpose of experimenting with designs and immediately deleting them for creation in survival. This saves time, jumping from save to save, and allows everyone present to view the design. This will also allow us to estimate the amount of supplies needed for the build, and from that estimate time to complete the build. This new allowance would only be used by server mods, and any abuse will result in torture. Okay.
Oh, whoa.
And I'm not talking like Minecraft torture. I mean like real life. We're gonna pin you down and then pull your fingernails out.
All right. Would you
You're
care
not allowed
to?
to cheat in this server.
Would you care to? Okay, so I guess Thok McBeast is a plaintiff, and Rocco
Okay,
is
so-
acting against.
So, yeah, which is fine. Specifically, my issue is when we were building this court. If you won't find me walking around, the way these like lights are here and there, and the way they go up, they're expensive. They're expensive to build. It's a pain in the ass to get all the resources. And if you look at the ceiling, it doesn't look great. It needs some lights going across the top. And it'd be really cool if I was able to just be like, Eric, can you show me what it'd be like if there was glowstone up there as opposed to X? And this way I wouldn't have to, like, it'd be impossible for me to just go into, like, a creative world real quick and find out what that looks like. Because I can't bring a whole structure with me. And it just kind of saved me time. Maybe end rods would look here, but I don't have any. So I got to go on a 50-minute search for end rods, but, like, maybe they won't work. That's all. That's kind of it. And then, you know, the admin would just be like, okay, it looks like that. And I'd be like, it kind of looks like shit. Never mind, I won't waste my time. And then he would delete it and then leave creative.
So I guess that limits it to
It limits to, like,
the three of
like,
us.
Well, yeah, I mean, it limits to like,
You two.
only the admin's doing it. And also, it's like someone's in charge of it. It's not just like people are using it on their own. It's like you have to ask permission to use it anyway.
Okay.
It's also like a non-issue. It's just something I was like, we were doing this, and I was like, oh, I'll write up another court case.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think
court-
I told
it's a
you
court
earlier
case.
today. I was like, put it in court.
Rocco, would
Oh, this
you
has been in
care
court
to make
since
a counter
last
argument?
time.
I would.
That's been there for like 2 weeks.
My first main argument would be if just me and someone else had these powers, that would defeat the whole purpose of the idea. It would just be strange. Like everything else we have built so far has been done with revising, refixing, putting something up and being like, no, that looks good. Through the struggle and the limits of survival, we've been able to create things beyond our imagination without the need of creative ones. We shouldn't need creative for anything at all, even just testing. I get that end rods are expensive, but you could just get a Silk Touch pickaxe, take all these down, and put them up on the top. I don't think it warrants going into creative mode, which is blasphemous to say the least. just to try something out, especially if only a couple people have the power to do so.
Well, everybody has the power to do it. They just need to ask an admin. Only the admins are the ones that are able to place creative blocks and also make sure that they're deleted after.
I just don't think that.
Well,
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me. I think we should just keep it survival and try your best, and see what happens. Because if you
I'm
keep
the judge, so I
breaking,
can.
if you keep breaking things and like breaking shit and re-tearing it down, trying to fix it is part of the whole thing. It's part of the arduous nature of survival. If we keep going into creative just to test shit out, it's just gonna become a whole thing where every time someone wants to try something out, be like, "Hey, can you come over here and do this?" And it just becomes a whole mess. Like, we already made everything else in survival. There's no point to start doing this now.
I don't think it would be really abused.
I also don't think it's necessary then.
It's probably it's not necessary. It's a quality of life. That's all.
Yeah. It would
It's
just get rid of the whole survival thing, though.
I don't think it would get rid of all of survival. It would literally
No, not
just
all
be...
of survival, but it is breaking the limit of where we're going. If you just want to test it out, you just gotta go get the med rounds.
So I have a clarifying question. In this case, you said something very specifically about like not switching worlds, which leads me to believe that some players, not just you, have just kind of been going into their own Minecraft worlds and setting to creative to test out designs anyway.
That's what I
Which,
do.
if that is the case, I don't see how that's different than simply getting an admin from getting them to do it for you here.
Because it's not here. That's the thing. It's not in the survival world.
But it's still happening. People are just going to some other server to test a design and then bringing it here.
Right,
versus staying
exactly.
here.
And all I'm saying is, like, let us stay here. It can be a group decision now. Like, you can actually be like, hey, do you see this? Like, what do you think? Do you think this looks good? You know, I can't bring you into my creative world and show you this design that I was considering. Like, oh, maybe and also, like I said, it's a big thing just about lighting. And, like, I can't rebuild this structure in a creative world to see how something would work in it.
I get what you're saying, but we've already built everything else without the need of this. To a very artisan degree, I'd say. The fact that we would want to just begin to test things out, I can quickly see that becoming like, hey man, can I test something out? Oh, let me test something out. Oh, and then it just becomes like a whole thing. Especially if not everybody has the power to do so. It just, I don't know, it just seems like it already, I don't know, it doesn't need to happen. Like,
I feel very conflicted about this because if I'm
I
being
see that
honest,
it could be a slippery
it
slope.
both.
I understand that.
it's a quality of life thing. It's like EXP share in Pokemon, where it's like, I don't necessarily want that. Because I want the idea that it took me a while to get my Pokemon really strong without everything just getting way too base boosted, and immediately knowing the solution to the puzzle. Puzzle being how to design this. Like, everything else was built in a way where we put hard work into it with guest, test, and revise. That would just kind of remove a whole factor, even if you still had to go get the ingredients. The whole part is that everything's kind of ramshackle in a way because we had to build it. We had to, like, go with our gut, get what we needed, and build it. And that's what makes monuments monuments.
I mean, I feel like we're still going to have to do every one of those things. The only difference is we'll be able to plan it better.
But
And you're saying by
nothing else
not
was
being able...
planned, and everything else looks great. The idea, like there's beauty in not planning. There's beauty in just going and trying your best, and something good might come of that. It's more simple, it's more rustic, I'd say. Plus, I just don't
Your
want
Honor, I'd
anybody...
like to withdraw my case.
Okay.
No, don't do that. We gotta vote
Nah,
on it.
you definitely turned me. You 100% changed my mind.
Really?
I also wrote this like 3 weeks ago, specifically when we were designing this, and I was like, wow, it would be really helpful if this could happen. And that's the whole reason for this.
Well,
Alright.
let the people vote. Let the people vote.
I'll let the people vote. Yeah, I'll
Because-
let the people vote. But
We'll bring it to the vote. All who think All who agree with Thok McVeepstu move to his side of the court. All who agree with Newsbringer move to his side of the court.
I mean, I still.
And since Mike already withdrew the case, I'm gonna vote.
And I honestly, because I went through my case, you know what side I'm on.
It's a
and
close
this
one.
side.
It's
It's a close one. And
I have an
was
idea.
only defending it out of
I
principle.
have an idea because I
Yeah,
want to do
alright.
this anyway. Wait. Idea. Because I want to do this anyway. I want to get an exact copy of our map, and I can just give it to everybody, so that you can make it a single player and try it there.
You know what? I was gonna ask for that on my.
I just need to
That's
figure out. how to do it.
incredible.
I have not looked it up yet because Eric, I need to give you the Maze World,
Yeah.
so I can just do that instead
Well,
without
that's-
breaching what
that's-
we have.
I can to rest ease about this qualm. I can say a plan. There is a plan that me and Rocco kind of had where I will buy a realm, and then we can have 2 realms open at all times where
One
we
creative,
can
one regular.
one creative and one regular, so we can all switch back and forth freely.
I'd be cool with that. I was on. Yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah,
I
and
just gotta do
I will set up a creative realm called the Experiment Zone, and I'll invite everyone in this server to that one. And
I
then
do see an issue with giving everybody a single player version of this, though.
What is it?
we could find each other's shit.
Yeah, a little
Oh, yeah,
bit.
true.
You know, you can. We'll be able to just like.
I was gonna
kinda
say,
find
Rocco,
where
I don't know if I agree
diamonds
with that
are. I
either, to
guess
be
maybe and go to them. I don't know.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
can
I
install
could-
mods and do things to the server, and then
Yeah.
like come back to the server and know where things are. Again, I don't foresee that being.
No,
an
that's true,
issue.
that's true.
It's
No,
just
that's
like
a good
something
point.
that could happen.
Yeah.
We're all. I think we're
We'll
all a pretty
discuss
good
that
group
further.
of
We'll
guys
discuss
that wouldn't
that
do
further.
that to each other. Yeah, you know,
right,
Your Honor,
well,
may I
case-
stand down?
Yes, you may. Everyone may stand out. Case is withdrawn by the plaintiff.
I'd like to point out that Chris is still eating.
I'd like to point out something was just glowing
Yeah,
underneath
you saw
the
that
courtroom.
too, right?
I threw an ender pearl by accident.
It's probably an enemy because ringing the bell illuminates enemies.
Oh. Wait, do it again, Lucas. That's a witch, bro. That's a green witch.
Oh, it's probably
To
night-
arms, men!
Bring forward the
Norm.
next case. Bring forward the next case.
Lucas.
That is a witch.
Oh no, Lucas.
Oh,
is
that's
get-
right. He's the bailiff. That's what the bailiff does. The bailiff guards the court
And brings the
against,
cases. Yeah.
against mobs.
Bring forward the next case.
You only send one.
Oh,
Hey,
Reed.
whatever's going on, whatever little threesome's going on over there, break it up. Break it up.
No, well,
Like,
Reed,
one with
listen.
Graham,
You need to
Where's
go.
that?
5, 6, or 7.
Start with the chronological order. Bring me number 5.
On the actual
Honor.
website.
On,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I
because
gotta
I
get this
whispered,
point.
Reed, I whispered to
I'll
you,
take care of
like,
that
come
then.
here, listen to me,
Or
kid.
that-
I will
or
effing
that-
hit you. Effing got censored. Effing meant freaking, Mike.
I agree with Mike though.
Okay, no swearing in court. Okay.
That's one of the rules.
Oh, Rocco has to be the judge for this
Does-
one. It says
Does no
residing
one
judge
read the
Rocco.
rules
Oh.
that I made?
Okay.
Wait, a plaintiff. Wait,
I read them.
court case with a
Okay.
Can you read through it before you go?
Yeah, I'm
forward?
reading it now.
Because I don't remember what this is.
Yeah, I don't either.
No,
I
no,
just-
no. We're gonna toss this one out. This
Yeah,
one's
Can you ring that bell?
That's
Oh,
the
that
old-
one's not relevant. All right, then let me be.
Yeah,
judge.
this one.
That's the appeal.
Actually, this might go in archives. I'm gonna put this in the archives.
Where is this witch at?
She's
In your
Oh, that's a very odd spot. I see it now.
All right, hold on. I'm doing something.
Don't be terrified. I'm just recording it so the people know.
There we go. I just changed the direction of the bell so that I can ring it. So I can ring it from here.
All right. What's the next case? Oh, sorry, Pat. That was
Technically,
that
Lucas was.
subconscious.
What the hell? Oh, now there's combat going on. All right.
No combat.
Is that
Should we
why
clear the
Lucas
court?
went?
No combat, Lucas. Get back up here.
Yeah, Lucas, get back up here.
I'm taking care of the witch.
Why was there an explosion?
Creeper.
Because a creeper's also down here.
Oh Christ!
Oh, witch is dead.
Which is
Lucas, come
Witch
back.
is dead.
Lucas, come back up here and bring me the next court case immediately.
you're gonna have to give me a second there, boss man.
You're fired as
Okay.
you're fired as
Holy
bailiff.
shit.
Whoa.
No. How about you go
What
get the
just
goddamn
happened?
court? No fighting in the middle of court.
Look,
That is the
de-armor immediately. What do you think you're doing?
No, the bailiff has to take care of any threats that are outside the courthouse.
No.
Since
Yeah,
If the threat is
Alright, then
inside
here, I
the
got
court,
the
then
other one.
yes.
Here I'm coming.
Yo,
Hold
Chris,
your
check this out.
panties.
As bailiff, I had to take out an entire raiding
Chris,
party alone. I think that that's how it works.
Mutton.
Yeah, but the
Your Honor.
raiding party was just
What?
under there because Smith was under there. That's a completely different story. If we could return to the proceedings. Everybody take
You
your
set the
seats
rules
now,
for
please.
bailiff.
Take our seat. Take our seat. No, Chris, stop.
All right.
Me and Chris are feeding each other.
Docket number 6.
No
Appeal
eating in the
to
courthouse.
Zion's
Oh no. What is this?
censorship. Billiam Bones. I don't know. The word is censored. Pat, what does it say?
Oh, let me see this shit. Fuck.
I can't read it. It's because your profanity filter's on. So like it doesn't like something you said.
Does that work like that in books?
Yeah, it does. He typed whore on a sign and it wouldn't show up.
Wow.
Knock it off.
Lucas was doing it first.
It's any censored word you see is tithe.
Okay. Appeal to Zion's tithe. The purpose of this docket is to assure a tax upon all residents of the Demirian content to pay forth a tithe to Zion's temple. Wow, bold. The proposed tithe will be 1 nugget of gold or 1 bar of iron to help fund further projects and communal spending. Okay. Take the floor. Sell us.
As you all know, I am a devout follower of the Zionic faith. He is a loving God.
Objection!
Hold on. Overruled. Silence from the defense. Are you defending this, Pat? Or Rocco, are you defending against this one? Defend it, Rocco.
Yeah, I'm fighting this.
Okay. All right. Proceed,
principle.
Bazooka Pat.
And as we all know, Zion's followers should be generous and caring to community. So that's why I ask for a tithe against fellow Demarians. The tithes will help pay for the Zionic Church. As we all know, that fire at the roof really needs to keep going. If that stops, we're all fucked. But the gold and iron will also be used to build cooler things. It funds, it's money, it helps everything. I wrote this 3 weeks ago. I don't remember my points. Yeah, so the funding will go to communal spending and art and other such things. I literally forgot all my points, Your Honor. That's all I got.
Okay. I mean, let's hear the defense.
Your Honor, may I get up to your level for a moment?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is above the judge? What is above the judge right there?
An extemerate, sir.
That has nothing to do with Zion. I rest my case.
Keep church and state separate. Don't
Keep
make me
church
pay
and state
taxes to a
separate,
church.
except for that, because that is our source of life.
Bazooka Pat, you have a retort?
Yes, Your Honor. As we all know, the Exdumerite and Zion are one and the same. They are the diamond and the father. Thank you.
That's just because you say that. That's just because you say that.
Of course I say that. I wrote the damn faith.
So you made this religion. So you made this religion, and now you want us to pay you for it.
Yes.
Makes sense.
I will not be held to pay taxes.
I will
to
not.
a church.
I will pay tithe
law.
to the Extemerite and nothing more.
But Zion is also the Exdumerite, so
It is not. It is your made-up version of the Extemerite. It is your Allah to our God. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
Any comments from anyone else?
Yeah, absolutely. I find it offensive that anyone would bring up
Play a
any
game.
sort of tithe in the name of religion in this Minecraft court. What an absolute farce that you would speak to tithe. I wouldn't even think perhaps to tithe to the Exdemerite. Only a communally decided upon tithe to each other is appropriate.
That is too many tithes.
that is communism, sir.
That is communism.
We already exist in some sort of socialism. We exist in a democratic socialism, and I'm FDR, and my legs don't work, and that's my argument against Pat.
But fine, yeah. Basically, I just I support a tithe for each other, but not for a god. Fuck that.
I can support a community chest.
yeah,
where
that.
we put it at the bottom of the Extemerite, right in front of it, and anyone can put in not trash but valuable items for everybody to use.
May I counter that, sir?
Yes,
But what if I don't want to?
you don't have to.
You don't have
You don't
to.
have to. That's why it's communal. May I counter that and say we put it in a location in between the two monuments for.
Oh, you're saying they're separate? I thought they were the same.
Can I take the stand for
But
a
if
second?
you want
No, you're
to
the judge.
If we
You're the
I
judge.
think,
You're
yeah, but
You're the
above the
judge.
judge, above the judge, shut up. Above the judge, I'm the builder of the Extemerite, so I have this to say.
Oh,
That's the point of the Extemerite. Thank you.
But as,
It is.
as
All right.
There's hundreds,
you know what? You know what?
hundreds
Fair
of chests
comment.
in the Extemerite with the whole purpose of everyone can go in and take whatever the fuck they want.
that's
There's
point, it already
shit
exists.
in there. There's diamond horse armor in there. There's literally Elytra in there, and Smith took it to use it. And I was like, fine, but he gave it back because he doesn't play frequently, which was nice of him. But that's beside the point. That's the whole. We don't need a communal chest. The Extemerite is a communal chest. Sorry.
Yes.
So
No,
where
that's
do the
good. I agree
tides
with
go?
Amen.
Inside.
Yeah,
I
inside
stand. I hashtag stand with Eric. Wakanda forever. Ruth Conda forever.
Anyway, back to the judge. Now I'm the judge. I'm not the builder of these. Oh, everybody's just on this side of the court.
Yeah, I'm pre-voting.
All right. So I can see how everyone's voting.
I like how off topic. I like how court can change during the case. I've been seeing people.
everyone's kind of just slowly.
You
move
switch
to the
sides
side.
depending on who you agree with at that moment. It's very
Oh
always
my
sunny.
God. All right. So unfortunately, Pat, I cannot rule that the locals of Demeria pay a tithe to Zion. However, I can't stop actual followers of Zion from giving to Zion. So you're allowed to tithe your followers, but I cannot enforce it. So non-enforced case. Case closed.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's
Very
just a shame this
non-violent.
courtroom is filled with godless heathens.
Oh, why can't religion be just like this?
Shall I bring Pat's final case?
Also, Pat, as a note for future argumentation, I will say that your use of the word tithing against your fellows sounded sinister.
Yeah. It should have been against.
I for or with would have been better,
Lord Dragon, get out of here.
but that's just minor.
Lord Dragon, get out of here. I will read the case to you.
I need more snacks.
All right. So this one, oh,
Gosh, don't you know how to read?
okay. Billion Bones versus the People. The abolishment of villager, I'm going to assume slavery.
Yes.
Oh,
Word was censored.
5 billion bones. Slavery has been shown to be a crime against nature and humanity and an immoral position to take in the modern world. Race-based slavery even more so, with the village people being most oppressed of them all. This plea calls for the unconditional abolition of all villager people and outlaw the enslavement. I'm going to assume this is enslavement, and make such acts of future enslavement punishable for this court and the laws held by the nation. All right, so take the stand, Bazooka Pat, Billion Bones.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I
want
feel
me to
like
defend this
everyone
one?
should start in the middle of the court this time, just so it's
Yeah.
not confused.
start near the rows. Start near the rows if you're neutral.
Your
I'm
Honor,
gonna push crime over.
ladies and gentlemen of the audience, as we all know, slavery is a sin against all sides, against Zion and Extemerite alike. And as such, how can we put our fellow creatures, the villagers, in chains, in 1x2 cells, where they have to sell us emeralds and we have to sell everything back to them? Shouldn't they be allowed to roam free? Shouldn't they be free amongst themselves to be whatever sort of trade they wish to be in a little village that is perfect for them, far away from the main populace of this continent?
May I take the stand?
Yes, you may defend.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have two major points that refute this quote-unquote creature, as he puts it, his argument. Number one, I have constructed villages all around the world for the sole purpose of the comfort and safety of villagers. Number 2, if I may. Does everyone see what this object is to my right?
Door?
This is a door. Villagers, on their own will go into a home if a door is placed on it. And that is all we have done. If there's a door, they are drawn through. And we give them places to go in and come out. That is all they want. And you can reference the secret texts and the encyclopedia, also known as the Minecraft Wiki, to prove this to be true, Pat. We have only made them homes. Before, like the wandering trader on top of the roof,
Forgot
free
he's up
and
there.
they get injured and hurt. Kill themselves. We're doing this to help them out. We trade with them because they are called traders. They let you trade. I rest space.
I shall refute that argument. Now, Mr. Newsbringer, sir, yes, you do make these villagers homes, and you have done it throughout all the world. However, as shown at the little Japanese-style village that was created, we see those villagers at the docks, but I see no door in that house, that little tiny unworthy shack that was built for them. They are trapped inside, sir. No freedom to leave throughout a door. And also, may I say, as Exhibit B, I will say this little, project you are building behind your manor, sir. What is that other than a walled-in area? No freedom to leave or travel. You are putting more and more villagers that you are planning to build there inside an enclosed space with no way for them to go.
There are plenty of doors in there.
It is walled off, sir. It is a whole valley walled off to the people.
No. I mean, in the traders area where you said they're in 1x2 cells, they're not. You haven't been inside. There's a shit ton of doors in there. It's just
how do you get into that shed?
Your Honor, he lied.
You can't.
Your Honor, he lied.
I have expert testimony.
You can't get in, but there's plenty of doors inside of there for them to enjoy. That's all they need to be happy is doors.
An important question must be asked. What is the size of the cell?
I actually don't find that relevant.
The size of the cell.
Enough to shit, piss, fuck, and cum, Your Honor.
4 foot by 6 foot at least.
Enough to shit.
I could do that in like 2 feet.
In square feet. What size is the cell?
And Chris is happy. I would also like to bring up the fact that, Pat, I've never seen you actually interact with a villager. In fact, maybe I've seen you talk about their large noses at times, and that's a peculiar thing, considering that you worship the Church of Zion.
How dare you, sir! Slander and vile contempt!
Order!
I'll have you know that I just traded with the villager down by that dock.
I
wept for him. I wept. And I
go along with these crimes. If you consider them crimes, why?
And you know what else I have done? I have made a free-range area. I have expanded the little location known as Habibi Hills to the north, sir.
Oh, really? Because last time I went there, it was filled with craters, Pat.
Because you caused that, sir.
I was not the one who caused that because I never go there.
That's false. That is false. I remember it was a pillager attack, and you went into that village and caused the massacre.
I did not go there when pillagers were in the server. Also, Pat, I'd like to point out that my walls aren't even done. There's not even a single villager within those walls.
But your plan to do that nonetheless.
I would also like to reference the valiant efforts of me and another person in the direct saving of an entire village in the dead of night and in the morning for 2 straight days. And with our own hands, and 2,000 gnomes, and me, Michael, and 2,000 gnomes built a wall around them with a harbor so that they can go wherever they want, and they choose not to leave. They choose to stay in the arms of safety.
Actually, they've been overpopulating.
They have been overpopulated.
All right. Well, the next court case on the
We
docket:
made
the
such a
the
good-
extermination of villagers for the sake
Whoa,
of.
whoa, whoa!
I'm kidding.
Everyone hated that.
That's for a future date.
That's for future. That's gonna be real one day.
That is going to be real one day. But that's the apocalypse for them. I guess this is an ethical question. What constitutes enslavable life in this world? I mean, we're all sentient. Do the villagers count as sentient?
Yeah.
Or are they
Good
programmed?
measure of a man.
They are
Is that what
sentient.
we're doing now? Are we doing Star Trek's measure of a man?
And Pat,
Find
just
out.
before you start, they are not worth 3/5 a person. They are worth a whole person.
I didn't.
And they
I
choose
wasn't even
stay
going to
where
say
they
that.
are.
I was not going to say that. You put words in my mouth, sir.
I didn't. I said
I guess-
before. I said.
I
Before
guess
you
if we're
started.
bringing this to,
Big as
we're bringing this to. I guess if we're bringing it to a vote, all in favor are already behind Rocco, carried unanimously. So I guess that. I'm sorry, Pat. The villagers will be enslaved to this day.
A true
You
tragedy.
They're not enslaved. They're not.
I'm gonna say
they're
there's
in
nothing
his eyes, they're enslaved, and
They're
not
to
enslaved.
enslave some.
But
They're
his
not
his definition of slavery doesn't actually have any sort of limits in terms of what it would mean. He just said they're confined to a space. We're all confined to a space.
Not every human.
Okay.
being and
Okay,
being-
Mr. Philosopher, what do you think?
Well, okay. Here's another thing. Can you provide any empirical data whatsoever that this is proven to show any actual displeasure or mental health harm to the villagers, or do they just seem to be fine with it?
I can't show any fucking evidence. It's fucking Minecraft.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
exactly.
argument
The court-
of a
the
poor
court was
man
already-
never had
the
evidence.
case was already ruled on. So I will print some evidence. You can trade with a villager, punch him in the fucking face, and then trade with him again.
Cocaine.
That's how amicable they are. That's how beautiful they are.
That's exactly.
That's
what
why
I'm
they
saying.
trade.
It's like, I don't think they care.
Just like dogs, you can kick them and then pet them, and they'll still love you.
The dog will bite you. The dog will bite the fuck
The
out of you.
dog will
Don't do that.
definitely bite you.
No. I'm talking like you have a dog that loves you, and you love it all of its life, and it's like.
Mike,
6
do
or
you
7
hate
years
your
old.
dog? Can I bring
And
Mike to
I don't
the
have a dog.
stand?
Mike, I'd like to point out
No,
that
Mike's
given
not allowed
enough
to press
time,
his-
anything can learn to hate.
Reed, that's beautiful. Reed, that's beautiful.
COVID-19.
I counter Reed. I don't think any animals are capable of hating except humans.
What? What?
Actually, you
don't think
can't
animal-
prove that. You cannot prove that. You
You ever seen a
cannot say
chimpanzee?
that
Also,
exactly.
you're wrong. because
It's
we're
not
animals.
sentient. It's not sentient. It's just
What do
acting
you mean
stupid
it's-
because
you-
it's
we
instinct.
don't know that.
It
You don't know
instinctually acts
that.
stupid.
You don't know what
What?
level of consciousness a chimp has compared to
If a
person.
chimp had okay, so and then every chimp is a fucking psychopath. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying,
What are you saying,
I'm
Chimp?
saying
What are
we
you
don't
saying?
know.
Chimps
What are you
rip their
saying?
young apart. They rip
Look
other
at me.
babies apart
Look
and
at
shit.
me.
They do.
What?
They eat
Look
each
at
other.
Do you,
What are
do you
you
think
saying?
it doesn't reason what it's
We
doing?
do that too. I'm not saying we don't do that. What?
Are you talking bad on chimps?
They're about you and me.
No, I'm not talking bad on chimps. They're doing what they're doing. I'm just saying
Sound
what
like
they're
you're talking
doing
bad on
is
chimps, Your
they're
Honor.
ripping each other apart. They rip each other apart.
I don't
Eric,
rip anybody
Eric.
apart. I'll rip you apart.
Eric, can
Ah!
Eric, can you prove that they don't understand the rationality of what they're doing? Do you
I
think
guess
they
not,
don't
but
know
you
that they're
can't
killing
prove
their
that
enemies?
they can either.
Eric, we can't even
I
prove
assume
you're
that
sentient.
evolutionarily they have a sense of society
Thank
the
you
same
for
way
the
we do
magnificent
because they're
artwork.
communal.
Yeah, but this is all purely speculative anyway, because none of this can theoretically be proved.
That's not.
Yeah,
that's
because
not
we're in
true.
Minecraft. Because we're
Well,
in
there,
Minecraft.
there you go. Because we're in
Oh.
Minecraft, that's true.
God, I love
Theoretically.
God, I
Thank
love-
you,
Oh.
Lord Dragon.
I mean,
There are no
unless Graham wants to hop back in.
there are no
he's-
more
He's
there are
not.
no more cases.
That's
God,
it?
That's it.
Does anybody want a free ball case?
Does anyone want a free ball case? Has anybody been like? Has anybody? I guess we'll call this open court.
Oh, open court.
Bailiff, close
Reed.
those doors.
Reed,
No.
can I speak to you in the other room?
Yeah.
Reed, listen. We gotta get these guys into Frog Bog, dude. We gotta get them to go to Frog Bog and make it look. Oh, hey, Pat, what's up? Get back. Listen, we gotta make a case to make everybody make a home in Frog Bog so they can, the Great Frog has to bless them. Okay, let's go back. Hey, up!
All right.
Reed,
Does
I'm making a
anyone?
case.
Hello,
I'm
Mr.
gonna-
Chimp.
I have a small case. We celebrate the ending of court over at the dance floor.
That's not even the case. I'll do that. I'll do that.
But this is still free court, and people have this is open court now, and people have grievances. So anyone with a grievance, bring it forward. You may approach the bench.
State your bitch.
I have a grievance.
All right, bring it forward.
I don't look like Ed Sheeran. I look like Hamburglar. I don't look like Ed Sheeran. I look like the Hamburglar. Everybody who thinks
that is a personal grievance irrelevant
that
to my
court?
craft.
Isn't that
Irrelevant to my craft.
No, it's not. That's court. Everybody who thinks I look like Hamburglar, go here. Everybody who thinks I look like Ed Sheeran, go here. Holy shit.
Yeah, you definitely. I'm gonna have a good hamburger there.
I really don't think Rocco looks like Ed Sheeran. People call him Ed Sheeran all the
Yeah, I
time. It's
don't-
literally
I
just
feel
because
like
you're
he
in
doesn't-
Ginge, dude. I'm
Exactly.
sorry. I'm sorry you experience racism, Rocco. That's like the most anyone in this server has experienced racism. It's Rocco. being called
Except
Ed
Chris.
Sheeran.
Except Chris.
All right, whoever's blowing the aggravating horn, knock it off.
No.
All right,
Chris
debate-
experiences racism, and I do want to bring it up.
Okay.
He is so Caucasoid that it's almost not possible to be more so, and people judge him because of this. I would like to ask everyone to stop judging him. He's just a guy like us. That's it.
All right, all in favor, stand with Rocco.
I don't know what that means.
Caucasoid having white features.
Oh.
All right, I guess, does anyone have any other grievances?
No, Chris. Reed, do you? Are you frogging? Okay.
No, I'm frogging, and also my only grievance isn't a grievance. It's just
You would like to address?
yeah.
Address.
Get your butts over to Frogbog Nerds. Build some fun stuff.
All right,
Agreed.
sounds good.
Let it be known for public record that Frogbog is a swamp settlement.
Yeah. What's the issue?
Correct.
It's
I think he was
context.
just doing that for public record.
Yeah, he's saying it for context.
Matt? Okay.
Yeah. That's
Oh, who hit?
It was all Pat. I saw Pat.
There was no
Did you
violence in the
hit?
courtroom.
Mike did it
I
first.
misclicked.
Mike did it first. The
It was a
judge
misclick.
CP.
It was a misclick.
It was a
Judge
missing
T.
point. It was a missing point. All right.
Misinput.
All right.
Does anybody have anything to announce? I feel like if we have court, everybody should have. If you have an announcement you want to make, it should also be done in,
Yeah, any
in the courthouse.
announcements?
I have an announcement.
Go ahead.
Everyone should go into the Temple of Zion and see my pretty new windows. They are very nice. Thank you.
I noticed them.
They are.
I noticed
they
them
are.
after I was done the dance floor. I was
They,
like,
they
oh,
are
like-
better on the inside.
It does look nicer on the inside, and not that it doesn't look nice on the outside, but it puts it together nicely. Very churchy. Very
All in favor of a
churchy.
walk to the Church of Zion and then a walk over to the.
Oh, you want to walk? You guys want to walk there? That's
Oh, we can
nice.
walk to the Temple of Zion.
Happy walk.
We can walk
Oh.
to the dance floor.
No, you can't get in. I haven't put a door yet.
Oh, is that why there's no villagers there? No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
No, but the traitor comes all.
All right.
All right.
If court's adjourned, then if there's no more grievances.
Thank
Yeah,
you
let's
all
walk
for
to, Temple
attending.
Zion.